So y'all know I normally don't jump into like the far years when it comes to recruiting, but I decided I need to talk about this guy, quarterback Jaden O'Neal, who has been getting a ton of crystal balls over the last, I say 48 hours. We just got the one that I was waiting for, and now that one is in. I got to talk to you all about him on this channel. Before we do that, welcome to Unfair Sports. I'm your host, Jay. Thank y'all for pulling up to the channel. All right, so y'all know over on the recruiting channel, Sooner or Later Sports, you can find that in the link above where we talk all recruiting. We're going to do a whole bunch of videos around offers and just particular players and ideas. You'll see Coop on there and all of that jazz. Well, I did a video on Jaden O'Neal over there when I first got wind of him. Like I had been seeing people predict and having ideas that he's going to come here. And I'm like, okay, got to dig in, see what this kid's about. Well, I met him last week at the camp. We talked about it on the live stream, but I needed to dedicate this video to him. I got to see him in person. I got to shake his hand. Yes, he's the real deal. He may be the next big one here. Let's look at some film and talk about what he means to the 2026 class, because contrary to popular belief, even though we're a year or so out, there's significance about him potentially landing in Oklahoma. Let's dive in. Y'all know the routine. We got to go through the measurables. Standard stuff. 6'3", roughly 200 plus pounds. A man, I mean, he's going on junior, so he's roughly, 16 years old. Quarterback, Long Beach, California areas, depending on the site you go to. We got him in Harbor City. He's from California. Narbonne, I guess, high school. And the interesting thing with him is we had, the linebacker that came through, Mark Ianacher, and same school, 25. And it appears that Jaden may be trying to convince the man to pull up, right? So he's leveraging his influence already, not only on 25, but on 26. Even heard rumors that he stuck around after camp and he was, trying to get other dudes to pull up, right? Talked to my guy PG, who has had some insight on some conversations with people that's in the know there. And yeah, this man wants to recruit. He wants to have greatness around him. And it appears that he's starting early, not even later. Dude's not committed yet, right? So we're still hoping to win this commitment. I'm excited that there's a great opportunity because we've got 6 crystal balls on 247 by themselves. And then when you look at some of the other recruiting sites, you're seeing predictions come in all the way on on 3. Rivals got a couple in. If I'm correct, you've got Parker as well as Brandon Drum that's already thrown their names in the hat. It appears, yeah, you got all kinds of people that's basically said, yeah, this month he's coming to Oklahoma. They like Oklahoma's odds here, right? But as you can see, I had to put up some of the film, man. Elite 11. Our boy Colin Kennedy talked about Jaden O'Neal, and one of the scouts, Greg Biggins, he basically said this about him. He's one of the best pure throwers in the 26 class, pure thrower. At that size, that's huge. And he says games take a big leap. He's also got a very strong, big arm, and probably the most accurate deep ball thrower in the class. So when I went and saw him at camp last Thursday, I took a little time aside to go, stop through, see if I could see somebody throw. And yeah, I got to watch him launch it. It's not fair. Just watching, my favorite one was the video of him pointing his receiver where he wanted to go, going back, boom, and just launching. It has a beautiful release, very clean release, great throwing motion. Everyone loves everything about his game. So, of course, I'm stoked. If Seth Littrell, the question has been, with Seth Littrell taking over, will the quarterback recruiting drop off, right? We got Jackson Arnold as well as Kevin Sperry from the Jeff Lebby era. Now it's Seth Littrell's turn, and it appears that Littrell may have landed himself the quarterback that he needs. This guy is probably the future, and he's one of those that's continuously taking leaps. All he wants to do is get better, and if he keeps getting better, there's a really good chance he's potential 5-star status, and, he could be one of the next great OU quarterbacks to play here. Like, he has that type of potential. So much potential. He may push to play as a freshman, right? Which means there's going to be a backlog with our quarterback room. But I'm hoping that if everything continues to line up like it properly does, he comes in, plays his sophomore year, and boom, we're good, right? The man can play. You're seeing in the passes and the highlights in high school. He threw for almost 2,500 yards as a sophomore, and roughly, what's that? We'd say about 20-something touchdowns, 30 touchdowns to be exact, 62% completion percentage. Yeah, he's got it. And what he means, though, for this 26 class, though, is what you got to keep in mind and consider. We've already got two in this class. You got Ryder Mix, the tight end, at a Lone Star High School down in Texas area. And you also got Jonathan Hatton Jr., who came out of nowhere last October and committed to Oklahoma. The running back that looks like a beast, 6 foot, 200 pounds sophomore. He's a kid. This dude's top 130 player in the country. He's probably going to end up top 100 by the time the cycle's done and easily be in the top 10 of running backs. You had the quarterback. You got a running back. You got a tight end. All you got to do now is add a wide receiver to the mix. But like I said, it appears that Jaden is starting to already begin the conversations with other players. Players he wants to play above him, like his veterans that he wants to play. And he also wants players in his class and even behind, right? He wants to play around the best. And if what I'm hearing is that he's recruiting guys in 25, yeah, he obviously wants to be here and win. So we're just got to wait for the commitment. I'm hoping it comes. I think he said in an article to be late July. So we've got about a month before we probably will hear anything. I just think that with all of the predictions, the crystal balls, and everything, there's over 10 of them already in. All signs point to Oklahoma winning this battle. Josh McCuistion dropped his as well today. And since that's the case, yeah, I'm thinking he's going to do it. We're going to do a commitment video, so hop in the comments. Let me know how y'all feel about that film. What y'all think about him? Y'all like what you see? You think that he's a potential great for Oklahoma? Because I do. If you made it this far, you like this content, hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Love for y'all to join this family of Sooner fans, talking all you football, college football in general, having a blast doing it. All right, we will we'll be back in the next day, a couple days. We won't be going live tonight. As I'm traveling, but we'll have some stuff come up over the next couple of days. Big OV weekend. So I'll probably record something from the hotel to talk about the players that are coming through, because that list is looking huge on 3. This is the biggest weekend of them all, and we can close some of these big name players, these big fish we're chasing after. It's a darn good chance Oklahoma jumps up into the top 5 in all recruiting services. All right, I'm out. We'll talk soon. Peace.